Does forgiveness look like? It looks like you letting go of your past. It looks like you not allowing someone else to control your emotions. So many times you're allowing your negative thoughts to impact your future, not even recognizing that the things that you are not allowing yourself to remove from your thought process that doesn't serve you, it is hampering your future. Sometimes people say, I'm still working on forgiveness. It's hard for me to forgive. If you speak it, so it shall be. So I invite you to turn that message around and reprogram yourself, meaning, if you cannot stop saying it's hard, then you will always feel like it's hard. So the shift in the reprogramming is it is now easy. It is easy for me to forgive. It is easy for me to let go of what doesn't serve me. It is easy for me to not allow negative influence to impact my life. Forgiveness is so crucial, but it's not necessarily for the other person, it's really for you, because the turmoil that you're holding on to that is connected to what the person did is causing you to now think about that on a repetitive cycle. And the cycle is causing you to go down rabbit holes that is not allowing you to see the light in the situation and see your future and focus on the good things. What's happening is that this rabbit hole is causing you to be in darkness. And that's not what I want for you or anyone. I want you to understand that the more that you speak that is easy for it is for you to forgive, the easier it will become. And then there'll be a time where you have been speaking it so much and forgiven so much that you want to forgive, that you actually start seeking forgiveness. I remember me having to forgive my father, and that was about probably 8 years ago. And I didn't speak to my father for a long time for different reasons. And I didn't have a relationship with him, in my 20s and beyond until about 6 years ago. And that forgiveness process, I realized, was really about me. It was about me letting go of resentment, letting go of what happened in my childhood or what he didn't do. Rather, I started thanking God for who he is and what had transpired, excuse me. And I had to be able to recognize that I need to thank God for who he is, because I turned out pretty darn well. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I realize like my life is great, then why would I be mad about anything in my future? And I think that is the shift that will happen for a lot of you guys. If you recognize that your life is great regardless of anyone who has done harm to you, then you realize that you holding on to that negative thought and that having that negative influence your circumstances and your mood and your experience and your emotions and how you wake up feeling or go to bed, whatever that translates to. I will say to you, you will understand there is a freedom that comes with you letting go. And there is an understanding that it's not about them, it is about you. And there is a connection to them in a way that the way you move with them, right? For instance, example, my father. I started moving differently with my father when I started forgiving him. And forgiveness is not a one deal kind of thing, because there'll be situations and thoughts of the past that may come up in conversation or just in your head that will cause you to reflect on things, and it won't make you feel good. But the more you forgive, the more it's easier for you to let go. So it helps that person in the long run, because you won't speak to them a certain way in a negative manner. You won't look down on them. You won't resent them. You'll be able to understand that they are human. People make mistakes. And just like God forgives you, you should forgive them. And I think that's the key in forgiveness. Oftentimes, we want God to forgive us with ease and without consequence. And not to say that we won't go through any type of consequence, because there is a lesson, repercussion of things happening, but there is an understanding that forgiveness is yours. So, just like God forgive and don't hold it against you, why not apply the same method to someone else? Forgive them and don't hold it against them, because everybody go through life with their thoughts and their own processes and their own desires. And sometimes their desires don't align with you. And sometimes they might do things because they don't know how to have self control. They don't know how to have patience and have peace and joy and happiness because there's something from their past. There's something that they're dealing with in turmoil that is coming out into their realities. So you don't want to mirror them because your unforgiveness is a mirror to their bad behavior, however it is that they impacted you. So I often see and hear people say that it's hard to forgive. But it's not hard for God to forgive you. It's not hard for you to say, God, please forgive me, and know that your forgiveness is accepted. So I just want to inspire you to know that whoever it is, and God is bringing that person to your mind as we've been talking, God is bringing situations to your mind. As you go through your day, understand it is so important for you to forgive. It is the ideal state to live in forgiveness. Because again, that forgiveness is about you removing that negative thought process that's causing you to go down a rabbit hole, that's causing you to be in darkness and gloom and despair and turmoil, to be able to see the light, to be happy, to understand letting go of situation doesn't serve you, help you to focus on the things that you want. Because whatever despair that you are focused on will prevent you from seeing the future that you truly desire. And you won't spend the time that you need on consuming those things that you need to be able to facilitate whatever it is that you desire. You won't have the, whether it is you won't have the time to research, to watch videos, to read books, to be able to change your actions because you are consumed with the wrong things. So there is a necessity for you to forgive, and I pray that you are able to understand that forgiveness is the way of life. We are not to harbor ill feelings towards anyone, no matter what they did, no matter what. Because if God can forgive them, so can you. And who are you to now hold anger towards someone that God forgave? You are not higher than God. So we must understand and respect the order of how God wants us to live life, which is to love each other. It is a commandment. We are to love each other. So, as the well sharer, I share the wisdom of God, the wealth of the wisdom that God has given me. And it doesn't just pertain to finances, it pertains to the way you think, your mindset, your relationships, and your money. So just know that forgiveness is something that is required. People treat it like it's optional, and people also treat it as it's undoable. You have the ability to control the things that's happening in your life. You have the ability to call in the experiences that you want. And that all starts with how you think and how you believe things. And the belief shapes your life and shapes your experiences and shapes how you speak and how you move. So, whoever it is that has done you wrong, no matter when it was, please forgive them. Bye.